Yep, here we are again. I'm Gerald, of course. This is Portland, Oregon. This is Mr. Biscuit. Hey, Mr. Biscuit. He's my alpha male. That's not why I'm here. I'm here because I'm basically answering my own video. Kind of like a sequel. Like, what happens next? Let's see. What did we talk about? Remember, we discussed religion, how ridiculous it is. All the little rules they come up with. And remember, you're saying you're believing in a God, okay? And this God is omniscient, omnipotent, and what else does one have to be? To be a superhero, superpowered superhero. Omniscient and omnipotent is pretty good. Omnipotent means, he's over super powerful. He's the most powerful thing there is. Nothing is as potent as he is. Omniscient knows everything, has all knowledge before, during, and after. He knows what's going to happen in the future, what happened in the past, what's happening now. That's omniscient. Then you say things like, but he gave us free will. That's why these people act this way. That's why atheists are like they are, because God gave you free will. Well, if your God is omniscient, knows everything in the past and in the future, and was the creator of all, that would mean that your God created all that turmoil, and let it go on, and knew it was going to happen. Knew these babies were going to be raped and murdered, the Holocaust victims and the victims of Stalin, and knew everything that was going to go on, and just let it happen. Pretty benevolent, wouldn't you say? I mean, that's a that's quite a God to brag about his abilities and then turn around and just let shit go. What's he doing that for? Or she or it? What's that all about? Why, if it's so perfect, does it have to drown everybody? And then turn around and like Sodom and Gomorrah, destroy everything. And then it's like, you've got these different priests, different leaders of these different religions all making up their own set of rules that they feel adheres them to their God, or makes them more acceptable to their God, let's say, or convinces their God that they are real and that they believe in it. So they come up with all this stuff, as they call them, covenants. We got all the different Muslims and the way they dress their women and keep them walking behind them and don't let them drive, and female circumcision. We got male circumcision. We got different ways people worship, like Jews, they cut off their baby boy's penis or whatever. The Catholics have to stand and kneel once a week. Can't eat meat on Friday. I mean, come on, it goes on and on. Millions of other different little dogma-like rules that are nothing but ways to try to make people not pay attention to something. Like, it's kind of like, oh, there's nothing going on here. You can go home now. Everything's okay. We don't need to discuss that right now. It's like Obama's been saying. Yeah. Well, no, there might have been Saudis, there might have been this, but we don't need to discuss that right now. What we don't need to discuss is more religion in our damn governments. All these nativity scenes coming up that come up around the winter solstice, as if they really all believe that there's a son of God that was born on this date. When all you have to do is look at history, and you can see the construction of the Messiah myth as history goes on throughout the ages. In the harvest, Orion, the three stars called the three kings. Friday star in the east called Sirius. All that leading down to the horizon, where the new sun is reborn. The days start getting longer again after the solstice. Yeah. That's what they're celebrating. The return of light. The return of the light. The sun. It's so simple. So, and man, back then they just seemed to have to personify everything. You know what I mean? Everything had to be had to have some kind of an anthropomorphization to it. Had to be a man or an animal of some kind, so they could relate. I guess. I don't know. But when you let that stuff hang on until like the 21st century, and you're still adhering to the same Stone Age ideals, and it's time to wake up and grow up, step back, take a look, and see that houses are supposed to have floors, not dirt. Yeah. People are supposed to be able to wear what they want and stay comfortable, including women and children. When people go to school, it shouldn't be about rote Quran. It should be about mathematics, science, reading, and writing. So, well, it's pretty easy to figure out the ridiculousness of religion because they order you to do things like stone your brother if he doesn't believe the way you do. Your daughter, if she's not a virgin when she gets married, you gotta stone her to death too. That's right. Pretty strange stuff, man. What I think, and I've said this before, that whoever made up all these rules were pretty damn sexually frustrated. Because every single one of them have something to do with sex. It's really weird. 72 virgins and all that crap, you know. Circumcisions, the whole deal. It's just ignorant. And that's my diatribe. Not a loud one. Hardly any cussing or anything. Just wanted to answer my own video and let you know that this is what it was all about. How ridiculous religion is. We don't need to respect it. We don't need to respect other people's beliefs. You don't respect a schizophrenic when he tells you, I'm hearing voices. You don't say, what do they say? You think you should pray for yourself for those voices? That voice tell you to pray? They already think that. I'm going to sign out now. We'll see you later. Good afternoon. It's Sunday. The Ducks are going to the Rose Bowl, and they're going to kick ass, being Pac-10 champs and all. Later on, everyone. You guys all take it easy. It's 12:58 or 1 p.m. in Portland, Oregon. Good afternoon.